Hi guys, my name is Juan and I'm going to show you what is Pulsar and how to connect Pulsar with Salesforce. In order to start, we need to clarify that Salesforce is a cloud technology. All the data that Salesforce has is on the cloud. You need internet to use Salesforce. Sometimes there's no Wi-Fi connection, no internet connection, and many people have the necessity to use Salesforce offline. That's why Luminix made Pulsar. This application is connected to Salesforce, and you can connect it to Salesforce in order to use Salesforce offline. As you can see, there are many implementations. Like you can use this in outside of some cities. If you work in a place that there's no Wi-Fi, even in the sea, as you can see on the picture. Let's have a little review of the web page. As I have said, you can use Salesforce offline. It has intuitive interface, and one of the most important things of Pulsar is that you can customize in many features in order to have everything better with Salesforce. Now, let's start. We need to go to the Salesforce app change. We need to look for Pulsar, and you will see this version. This app is called Pulsar Premium. It costs $35 per user per month, but you have, and if you download this, you have one user for free in order to test everything, and that user has access to all the features. And I use in this option in order to make this video. If you see the page, you will see that you have all the information. You have reviews, highlights of Pulsar, and you will see too that there is another application in Salesforce app change that is called Pulsar for Salesforce, Access Salesforce Offline and iOS. And this application is free, but it's not the same application. Let's show the difference. As you can see on the screen, the free version doesn't give you all the features that we are going to need later, and the premium one has everything. Okay, as I have said, we're gonna use the Pulsar Premium version, and in order to install it, we need to do the regular process in Salesforce App Change. You need to push get it now, log in, and follow the steps. And in one part of the steps, you're gonna need a password because in order to install everything, and the password is Pulsar. Is only Pulsar, and I have installed it because I have tested this, and when you finish this, you are gonna have something like this in your organization. When you install Pulsar, you are gonna many objects will be created. One of them is Pulsar settings. This is very important. Pulsar settings. This object is one of the most important thing. With this object, you can make records, and those records that you can make are feeders that you are adding to Pulsar and to Salesforce. For example, imagine that you have here those, are all your features, all your configuration. For example, if you want to have enable global search, you make a Pulsar setting object record. Sorry. If you want to enable attachment overland, if you want to do a lot of things, you need to make a record of this object. To make a record, you need a friendly name of the record, and you need those values. The key, this key is a specific string key used by the Pulsar app. And this key, you need to get it from the Pulsar for Salesforce documentation. And this value depends of the record, and this value depends of the key and what kind uh, of setting you are adding. And you have the priority too. This priority is used when you have two settings that one can say that one can deny other setting, like two opposite settings, and pulsars need to know which one is more important than the other, and that's why you use priority. In this demo, we are not going to use priority. Okay. When I read this for the first time, I was like, wow, a little confused. But calm down if you are confused. You just need to look for the Pulsar for Salesforce documentation, and everything is here. And the things that are here, we are gonna explain it during this video. Here it's very important for you to read it. Documentation, everything is, all the basic stuff is here. For example, if you need to have some setting in your app that is connected to Salesforce, and you don't know if that exists or no, you can come here and start looking for all the settings. And there's more settings, like it's divided here, like you can have settings for sharing settings, for security, for layouts, for products, or a lot of things. As you can see here, you have everything that you need here. You have the name that you can change if you want. You have the key that you cannot change. You have all the values. For example, this page has the most important Pulsar settings, like the basic one. I think I have many of the settings, but I don't have all. And this one, for example, is very important. It allows Pulsar to sync all the information with the app. Where is this? Here, sorry. As you can see, this object is sync object list, and I have it here. For this case, I kept the name, but I can change it if I want. And because I have many types of objects here, standard and custom objects, I have add to the value all the objects that I want to be synchronized with Pulsar, that all the objects that I want to have and use offline, and added here. As you can see, I have the key that is the same. I have the values, and I left the priority field in blanket null. Okay, this one is like one of the most important settings. I have more that we're gonna explain later in order when we get when you see what we're gonna do. Now we're gonna show how to install Pulsar in your tablet or phone. Now we have like the first part of the implementation. We have this Salesforce implementation. Now we need your phone or tablet implementation. Now I'm going to install Pulsar. I'm going to look for the app in the App Store. Just type in Pulsar for Salesforce. And I have downloaded the app. That's why I'm not downloading it again. But you can explore the app information if you want. You can see the screenshot there and the version history. Now we are gonna open the app and start the login process. We open the app. I have logged in before. That's why my username is already there. But if you are new, you can log in and you will be asked to log in with an sandbox account or a production account, and it's very easy to log in. Now I'm gonna get into the app. You will see that every time that you get in, the app will refresh the information from Salesforce and get the new data. You will see it on the status bar. Then you can see that we have apps that represent objects and functionality that you have in Salesforce. You have apps too. Every app has some icons that you can get in. And you will see that there is a standard and custom object here. Let's see, you can access the information from, for example, for a contact, you can make a new contact. You can come back. We can even access to the accounts and come back again. Now let's gonna create a new contact, and but working without Wi-Fi to see how this works. As you can see, I'm not connected to internet, and it's very important to activate the work offline mode. In this mode, I'm working without internet. I can do whatever I want. I can make change. I can create and delete records. I can update records, and everything will be saved locally. And then when I have Wi-Fi and internet connection, all the new information will be uploaded to Salesforce. I change the status. Now I'm working offline. You will see that the green dot changed to gray now. That means that I'm in offline mode. Now let's create a contact. Let's see, maybe Bart Simpson, and you can relate it to some account. and even some custom objects. As you can see, you can fill all the fields that you want. It's the same like Salesforce. And when you save, all the this new record is saved locally. You will see that there is a number 1 on the gray dot now. That means that you now have a change that is saved locally, and that change will be uploaded to Salesforce. All the change that you make, or the records that you create, you will be that number of records or changes you will there will be inside the dot. Now let's create a new account. Sorry, let's create a new dummy business. You will see the same. You can fill all the fields that you want. Now there is a number 2 inside the dot. You will see that because I'm logged in with my account, there is my name on the owner alias. Everything is safe, even though that kind of information. Now let's connect to the internet again and refresh everything. I connect the internet, come back to the settings option, disable the work offline, and every time that you need to sync something, you need to push the sync now button. It doesn't seem like a button, but it's a button. You need to push it, and all the objects that you have said that want to be refreshed will be refreshed. You see the status bar and the synchron, and you will see that the dot change to green again. That means that everything is okay. And now we are gonna come back to the laptop and see if all the new records that we create are there. Now let's see if all the change that we have made on the phone is on our Salesforce org. You should remember we create a new account and it's here, and we create a new contact and it's here. As you can see, all the information that we put on the phone, it's here. All the relationships too, and it has the contact owner too. That is the same that was on the phone. And this is how you can have used Pulsar with you in Salesforce offline with Pulsar. And this is everything for now. In the next video we are gonna make an HTML page, because you can customize Pulsar, and we're gonna make this page in order to have a completely customizable view that will solve a problem and this page will have functionality and it will be great. You will see that you can do this on Pulsar with Salesforce and it's great. See you in the next video.